Hi everyone. So this is just an introductory video about what your assignments are for this week. First of all, I'd like you to submit just a few paragraphs review or not reviewing, but to kind of what your takeaway from the stress and resilience lecture from last Tuesday was. Now, if you were not able to go to the lecture, what you're going to do is you will be watching a video of the lecture and then completing this assignment. We don't have the video right now. It's still at MediaVision. So your assignment will not be counted late. It will be posted as soon as I get it. It may be next week before it gets posted. So eventually you will be doing that assignment. You just don't need to do it right now. Also, if you were at the lecture, then I have your name on the sign-in sheet. So you'll be getting points by that, and then also by turning your the reflection in right now. And so again, it's just a couple paragraphs of your takeaway of what you learned from that lecture. So one way or the other, you'll be getting points for that and turning it in, and one way or the other, you'll have watched the lecture either live or by video. It's just that if you're doing it by video, you won't be able to get it done until next week. So that's the explanation about the stress lecture. Then you'll be reading in your book the section that starts with data storage centers in your brain. And again, it's just kind of starting to go into some of the things that we talked about in the lecture on Wednesday about how your brain and your neural nets record your experience, and then how that experience then offers meaning for future experience, sometimes off base, sometimes right on base. From that reading, then you will do a short quiz of the content of the reading, and then your assignment this week is on the power of pause. It's on page 107. You're going to be doing the power of pause two ways. Number one, the first thing I want you to do is just write a reflection on it. It's just asking you to reflect on what circumstances you might be able to apply it in your life, what difference it might make if you can apply it in your life. So you're just going to kind of reflect on that. And then your actual tools for this week are two. One is to actually practice the power of pause. And then one is also called Cementing Moments of Joy. And I also talked about this a little bit in the lecture, but if you don't remember, or if you weren't in the lecture, there is a very short video kind of introducing the moments of joy. And the practice is just taking 4 moments between now and next Wednesday and just really pausing and trying to cement that moment of joy. And then again, making sure you're always recording it. So you will always record all your practices on your heart log. And again, if you forget sometime, it's not that big of a deal. Obviously, you're not going to always have your paper and your pen with you, but the idea is to, like, at the end of the day, go back and try to remember when you did those things. It's really important to be keeping this record all through the semester, because it really helps you remember to do the tools, number one, but also after you see them kind of recorded for a while, you start to really see how and when they do make a difference, and then how and when you might be able to implement them a different way that they might be a little bit more effective. So again, I want you to remember that you always keep them on your heart log, but at the end of your assignment, so you're going to do the power of pause reflection on page 107. The practice of the power of pause is explained on page 68. And so the practice of the power of pause and cementing moments of joy are going to be two practices you're going to do this week. And again, you just do each one 4 different times, which is simple. They're just in the moment practices, and you have as many moments in the day as you have to be able to do those practices. Just make sure you record them. But each week you will be doing, kind of writing a paragraph or two summary about your experience with those practices. Now, that summary, don't forget, goes at the end of your assignment. So your assignment is the power of pause reflection. So you're going to be turning in 2 things. One is the stress and resilience lecture, and then the other is the assignment on the power of pause. And then at the end of that assignment, you're just going to put resilience tool summary, and then add those couple of paragraphs. Also, I did post a link to the Emmanuel Kelly video that we watched in class, and that's just for your own use. If you want to watch it again, or if you just want to make sure that you have access to it, if you want to go back and watch it another time or share it with anybody again, that's just for your own optional use if you want it or not. I did have a couple students that wanted to see it again, so I wanted to post that for your availability. And also, so your assignment for this week is not due until Wednesday at 9 a.m. just because it's getting posted a little bit late, and I want to give you a little bit more time to kind of absorb the reading. We're going to talk a little bit more about that reading on Monday, and so you will have until next Wednesday at 9 a.m. and then next Wednesday I'll be posting another assignment for you for next week. So have a good week, and I'll see you on Monday.